Okay, I am in my car. Oh, and of course I'm getting a message. But I wanted to go live today. I didn't get to go live can't talk. Didn't get to go live last week at all. Like, sick, flu, dying, death. Everything was terrible. But we're better. We're better. And we are in the middle of the launch of Iconic. If you are interested and you have questions, the sales page has lots of answers, but the sales page is going to take you to book a call with me so we can just talk and hang out and answer all of your questions. I'm a good fit, but also my DMs are always open, so don't worry about that. If you want to message me, that's cool. For some reason, everyone that is coming through right now is coming through my DMs, even though I'm like, go to the link. But that's okay. I'm here for it. I love it. Okay, if you don't know me, my name is and I help female get rich with their content, and I'm going to talk about the spaghetti throwing. So I made a post the other day that was talking about how throwing spaghetti is not the way to make multiple 6 and 7. This is my day. Do I have a key? Hold on, everybody. There. Okay. I don't have good internet in the car for some reason, so now I'm on my porch. It's still snowy and the birds are singing, but this is fine. Okay, we're talking about spaghetti throwing. And I was like, this is not the way to multiple 6, 7 figures, even 8 figures, but some people are very spaghetti throwing bandwagon. And now here's the thing. When I think about throwing spaghetti at a wall and seeing what sticks, as a business consultant, something that I see far too often is people are throwing spaghetti. They're not bothering to look at what's sticking. They just keep throwing. Just like a big bowl of spaghetti. They're just spinning in a room and flinging it all over the place. One of the most common problems that I see is people coming to me after a launch or after a new offer or after hosting an event and just kind of preemptively deciding that it's not working or it's not going to work, and then telling me that it didn't work. But when I say, hey, well, why didn't it work? What went on? They don't know. They have no idea. Not sure if how many people enrolled. They're not sure where they're coming from. Did they come from my Facebook? Did they come from my website? Did they come from my email? They have no idea where people are coming from. And then based on that, they don't know what's going on. And unfortunately, because business isn't really taught in schools, we don't know. Most of us are just kind of out here doing our own thing. We're not taught that you need to consistently be assessing what's going on in your business. I had a client once who was convinced, because during the pandemic, a lot of coaches shut down their Facebook groups. And I had a client who was convinced. She was convinced, and she was convincing me that none of her clients came from her Facebook group. They were all coming from her Googling her. And that totally happens. I have a client who's extremely successful. She's got $16,000 cash so far this month. She does not have a social media presence whatsoever. Google SEO is her jam, and emailing. So with all of these big name coaches shutting down their Facebook groups, this client of mine shut down her Facebook group. And what happened? Her business went down the tubes because she had no actual facts, data points that were telling her that her clients weren't coming from her Facebook group. She just decided that they weren't coming from her Facebook group. And so when it comes to throwing spaghetti at a wall, if you're going to actually sit back and look at what's sticking, yes, business is always experimenting. And as soon as you have something that is really clean and clear and perfect and it's working, it doesn't mean you should throw it out. It doesn't mean you start causing problems. But now let's look at how can I elevate this, right? So we're constantly tweaking, we're constantly refining, we're constantly perfecting and getting better all of the time. But again, the biggest place where you are losing so much of your money and all of your time, not just the time you spend in your content creation and your marketing and your sales and your DMs and your conversations, but also mentally you're spinning and spiraling all the time thinking about your offers and your events and all these things. So much time is being expended into these places more than needs to be because not nearly enough time is going into looking at what actually happened here. And for a lot of us, like if you're like me, straight A student, teacher's pet, like as soon as I would get a test back, what do? You go and look at what you've got wrong. And so when we think about assessing our businesses, we think, okay, well now I got to look for all of the problems, everything that went wrong in my business so that I can fix it. And that's not necessarily true. When you're working with someone who understands business, then when you are assessing a launch, an event, an offer, is it working? Are people liking it? Are they responding? Are they engaging? What are my clicks like? What are my open rates like? All of these things, we're not looking for what's wrong and what's right. We're just looking for data. What is the facts of this thing? And oftentimes, when we sit down and look at the facts, we get a pleasant surprise that it's not as bad as we thought. Because we're pretty quick to be hard on ourselves for whatever reason. So friends, experiment, of course. Throw the spaghetti. But if you're not going to take the time to actually sit there and look at what's sticking to the walls, to actually assess which noodles and which patterns are stuck to the walls, then you're not doing yourself any favor. You're just frantically throwing in a panic. And that's what so many people waste so much time on. Frantic, panic experimentation, where if it doesn't work perfectly 100% all the way through from start to finish, then you view it as a failure, you throw it out, and you start all over. No, we're building a machine, we're building a rocket. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes precision, but it takes consistent assessment into what's working, what's not, tweaking what's not, enhancing what is to make it that well-oiled, money-making machine that is your business. And so friends, for those of you that are looking to take your business from like the 5 to 10K month level and go to 20 to 40K month level in 2023, Iconic is for you. I'm not just a marketing and sales expert. I am a business expert. I ran a stockbroking business for 7 years before becoming a mindset and business coach. I managed over $21 million in assets for over 150 different families. I know laws. I know legals. I don't know all the laws. Obviously, I'm not a lawyer, but I know the laws. I know the legalities that you need to have in your business. I know how a business needs to thrive. I know about investing more than anybody else out there. I understand marketing and sales at a completely different level than other people. And I know content that speaks to your ideal clients. I also have a Bachelor of Science degree where I majored in biopsychology, which means I understand the psychology of why people buy. Yes, the way content is being received in respect to how people are making their purchasing decisions, but the core, I'm going to talk about this tomorrow, the core of buying will always stay the same. This is important, okay? So if you want to come into Iconic, I want to welcome you. If you're looking for 20 to 40K months, you're already making 5 to 10K months, you're kind of stuck in that range, you want to level it up, 20 to 40K months, Iconic is for you. Spend all of Q2 with me and see what it's like having a business consultant, a marketing consultant, a sales expert in your business, analyzing it on a regular basis with you, giving you a customized to you sales content and marketing strategy that's going to include an event that's going to warm up your audience, get them all super excited, warm and cozy, all those good feelings that they want to feel and you want them to feel when they are around you and are absorbing your content and consuming and hanging out with you. That's the shit that makes them buy, friends. It is that emotional connection that makes them buy. So we're going to do an event. Everyone's event is going to be different, totally customized to them. And then your marketing and sales strategy, totally customized to you. If Reels is on your vision board and you want to start doing Reels, let's fucking do Reels. I've gone viral 4 times in 3 weeks. When I did my Reels challenge, 30% of the women in there went viral within the first 2 weeks. Imagine how many people you could reach and how many times you could go viral in 3 months with me, giving you my marketing genius on trending audios and original audio ideas that you can be putting into reels. If emails is your game, let me help you write your emails. You can get my constant eyeballs and access to my brain for feedback on your copy, on your emails, on your sales pages, on your offers. Whatever you need, you get me in your pocket for 90 whole days to take your business to that next level. You already know what to do. You already know what to do. It's implementation, it's assessing, it's experimenting, and like just putting your head down and getting to work. Having a safe place, a safe person to confide in when the spiral happens and the roller coaster happens and you're in the weeds. I totally get it. It's gonna happen when you're doing things you've never done before, but we gotta do things we've never done before. We wanna make money we've never made before. So scaling your business to $250,000 to $500,000 in 1 year, if that is your goal, Iconic is for you. It is only $5,000, friends, and I have tons of different payment plan options. So if you want to talk about it, DM me, or you can go to the link in the description or BrittanyBudd.com/iconic. It's going to take you straight to book a call with me so we can actually talk face-to-face over Zoom and get to know each other. You're going to start off with 1 hour of strategy and consultation where I'm going to audit your social media, audit your offers, audit your back end, take a look, make some tweaks, create a customized to you plan. You'll get 2 more 45-minute calls that you can book anytime within the 90 days when you're feeling like it's shitty. I got your back. Weekly, we're going to do 90-minute calls on Monday mornings. This is going to set your week up for success every single fucking week so that you have what you need, you're getting what you need, you're getting what you came for, you've got the support. Boom, let's just go make it happen and make some fucking money and get some eyeballs and grow our audiences and go viral and scale up to 20, 40K months. And then you're going to be a Slack channel with the other women that are in this mastermind. It is full of fucking powerhouses right now. You do not have to be a coach. I have a style consultant. I have a bookkeeper. I have a couple of coaches, trauma-informed coaches, all kinds of amazing people, parenting coaches, you name it. We've got all kinds of amazing powerhouse women that have a vision and a mission for their lives and for the lives of those around them that they are taking fucking action on. And that is how we get shit done. And so you will be in a Slack channel with these beautiful people where you can get daily support from me, because it's this massive traction, this massive accountability, this massive implementation that's going to yield massive results that you can then replicate. That's the most important part of this. For $5,000, spending 3 whole months with me, I'm giving you a strategy for the rest of the year. You can replicate this for the rest of your business and have it scale you to 7 figures, 8 figures even. Like, the marketing is the same. You can tweak it as you need, but it's totally customized to you so you don't feel burnt out, you don't feel exhausted, you don't feel like poking your eyeballs out. Like, you're showing up, you're empowered, you're excited, you are confident. Content that is really good and compelling your audience is just oozing out of you because you cannot help it. It's just bursting because you're so in alignment and so in tune, and your audience is just drooling over how amazing and brilliant you are. This is where we make massive impact, and this is where you are iconic. BrittanyBudd.com/iconic. Beautiful people, I love you. Have an amazing rest of your Monday. I'm going to see you all back here tomorrow, and I'm going to talk about how content is changing, the way people are making their buying decisions, but how the core of that decision making will never change. You're gonna want to hear it. You're gonna want to hear it. All right, my loves. I love you. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you all later.